Welcome to Trade Rep. This is Short Hammer. It is the 31st of May 2019, and we're looking at Netflix. Now, Netflix, since the beginning of the year, has been an upward trending channel, bouncing to the bottom, back to the top, testing the bottom again, back to the top, and we finally broke out of that channel on the 10th of May. Now, when we broke out of that channel, what we tested was the supply-demand zone at 343 by the 345 area. That held up. We went back to test the channel, could not break above, pulled back, bounced off this supply-demand zone again, retested the channel, could not close above it, pulled back down here and tested the bottom of tested this channel again, or tested the supply-demand zone again. This is kind of a channel that we've been in here too, this lower portion. So what's interesting about this 343 by 345 supply demand zone is that we've been above the 343 area going back to the beginning of February. So we want to see if we can stay above this zone. We just got negative trade news as far as tariffs being put on Mexican products, I believe in June. And that could be just a negotiating tactic to move the deal forward. But that's still negative trade news on top of negative China trade news, on top of potential negative Euro trade news that could be coming down the pipe. So let's look at the lower time frame and go to the 5-minute chart and see what we've got. So we have a monthly pivot here at the 346.90s area. That, let's see how often we've held that. Okay, so on the 29th, we tested it, bounced above, went below again, came back above, retested, bounced. So this is a slightly significant area. So let's zoom out and see what else we have here. I'll just scroll a little bit. Here we are getting down near it, consolidating above, bouncing back to the upside. Here we are piercing it, tapping the supply demand zone, the top of our supply demand zone, this 345.74 area, bouncing. And that's like a significant bounce. This is from 345 all the way up to 352. Then we're back down testing again. And we take it back up here. So this area here is a strong area of supply demand here. Okay. Let's go back a little bit more. So here we have tested the supply demand zone back above. Another push below 342-ish, 341-ish, then back above. Look at that steep climb. Okay, so what we want to look for tomorrow, let's see, our main intraday pivot, this yellow dashed line, is at 351.40s. So let's see if we get a dead cat bounce in the morning and we pull back to this area. And what do we do here? Or even if we pull back through here and we test yesterday's highs, which I doubt, but look for weakness to get short. I mean, the market is kind of weak. So this may be actually a good play on a pullback. If we don't see a pullback and we see continued selling, I'm going to look for a pullback to prior levels, whether it's if we gap down the previous day's lows. If we open up below this monthly pivot, a retest of this to see if we can break through if prior support has now become resistance and take this to the downside. But I'll be watching this for a setup and make sure that you're keeping an eye on key levels of previous support that may now become resistance on any pullbacks to look to get short, as long as the overall market remains weak. Netflix at this moment, I don't believe, has any catalyst of its own. So it's going to just follow the market. If the SPY goes up or the SPX goes up, Netflix will probably go up. If it goes down, Netflix will probably go down. So just keep an eye on that. And also keep an eye on any tickers that closed red yesterday. Nvidia, I believe, is one that was pretty weak yesterday. But things that did not bounce with the market when we had our bounces. So that may be something to watch for going into Friday.